was a comment that was made on Facebook the other day about being a submissive woman. They were saying that a submissive woman controls her man, and I agree with that. I think until we begin to talk in honesty and transparency and stop pandering to both sides, especially to the sisters, because there is so much entitlement, and because men have been quiet for so long, and it's been the men that has been quiet were the type of men that y'all really need to be listening to. The men that doing the most talking ain't the ones, they don't have nothing to say anyway.
What's good? It's your boy Quay Price, man, holding it down for Kandid Konvos. Definitely check us out every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. People today, they lazy. Ain't nobody trying to put in no work. If stuff start getting a little rough in the relationship or in the marriage, ain't nobody trying to fix nothing. Like, I mean, that's how people's mindsets are today. Yeah, but that's how I know that folks don't truly understand what marriage was about, because they tap out way too easy. Yeah, you see people fight harder for a job, like they can't go get another one of them in 2 weeks. Yeah, she's talking about these guys coming to these foreign countries and sourcing out these foreign women because they possess these character traits. Yep, they're more cooperative when it comes to a man, or they're more cooperative when it comes to a marriage and a relationship. They're more, nurturing forward when it comes to a relationship. They're more I don't even want to use the word soft, but I'll use the word soft. They're softer when it comes to, these relationships and interactions with men and so forth. And like I said, we definitely got to be honest. We see a difference, right? We see a difference. And I think, Chloe and Tay made some good points earlier. A lot of this stuff is based around money over here in the West. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to Kandid Konvos. I'm your host, Quay Price. We got Coco on deck. Say what's up to the people, Coco.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Man, welcome back. Yeah, man, shout out to y'all for joining us tonight. If you haven't already, smash that like button. Likes are free. Smash that like button, man. Stop being stingy with that like button, man. I don't know what it is with y'all in that like button, man. Smash that like button. If you come in here to watch the show, if you come in here to enjoy the conversation, at least do us that much and smash that like button, man. That's how we get seen. This whole YouTube thing, it's a whole little operation, man. So y'all got to hit them like buttons. Y'all got to hit them shares. Turn on them notifications. Y'all know how it works. But, man, shout out to everybody joining us tonight from Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate y'all holding us down. Man, we back with another one, ready to get to it. Let me See who we got checking in. Let's see. Shout out to the real one. He said, hello, everyone. What's going on, the real one? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight. Shout out to my guy Donovan as well. He said, hey, hello, what up, though? What's going on, Donovan? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight as well, man. Appreciate you. All right. Let me do this real quick as we get into this conversation. Here's the link to join us on the panel, man. Yeah, don't be scared, man. Join us on the panel, man. Drop this in your Google Chrome, your Microsoft Edge. If you coming to an Apple device, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my Android people. But if you coming through an Apple device, you know what I'm saying? Drop this in your browser, man. Join us on the panel. Don't be scared, man. We just here to have a conversation. We're here to try to talk it out, move us in a better direction. So yeah, definitely utilize the link. Join us on the panel. I see you do got to show your face before you come up, so we know it's you. Yeah, we got what they call them? We got trolls now. So we you know what I'm saying, we got to make sure people are who they say they are when they come up on the panel. But yeah, in addition to the video feed, we also have this link in the chat feeds as well, so you can catch it at the Kandid Konvos page on YouTube or Facebook and get it that way as well. But we'll leave this up here for a little bit as we get into the conversation. So we got a couple fellas hopped on. See, we got JR popping on. We got Vince popping on. What's going on with y'all fellas? Y'all good tonight? Come on mute, man.
Happy Wednesday.
There it is. Happy Wednesday. What's going on with y'all? Y'all good, man?
Doing good, doing good.
Good stuff, good stuff. JR, you all right over there, man?
Yes, hi everyone. Everybody good?
Doing well. We doing well. We checking on you, man. What the weather doing, man?
Nah, it's been kind of all right, you know, not too bad. Not too bad. But it's getting a bit chilly recently, so but no rain though, no rain for now, but it's getting a bit chilly. And dark early, so winter's here.
Okay. I'm just checking, man. I'm just checking. All right, cool. B-Box, you good over there, man?
What's going on, guys? I'm just chilling.
All right, I hear that. Cool. All right, we're going to go and get on into this. I'm going to drop this link. Y'all let me know if y'all need that link. We're going to go and get on into this conversation, man. So topic for the night. Black people, are y'all tired yet? And I ask myself that all the time, man. Let me run that back, man. Topic for the night. Black people, are y'all tired yet? Okay, well, like I said, y'all sent over a plethora of stuff. Let me see who's checking in. Let's see. Kenyatta said, happy Wednesday. What's going on, Kenyatta? Appreciate you hopping on with us tonight. Okay, so y'all sent over a plethora. Yeah, we're going to see how this go.
Because I had to block him immediately because I don't even play like that at all. Because I had to block him immediately because I don't even play like that at all. So I meet this guy at the gas station. Now I typically meet men at like gas stations, grocery stores, you know, events, that sort of thing. I don't date off the social media because 9 times out of 10 they be some lust balls. Let's be clear. But anyhow, so he invites me out to lunch that same day, and I'm like, okay, I'll be available a little bit later on. And I meet up with him, and I know what a lot of my ladies thinking, like, oh no, you should have just waited to the next day, this and that, third. No, I want to see what this brother is about, because this could be my husband. Now I'm in Delulu land, just trying to have a little fun if I can. That's how you got to do it when you deal with these men. Y'all hear what I'm talking about? So go on a lunch date with him. He love bombing me, I'm love bombing him. We some love bombers, you know. I'm like, oh, this might be my man. I'm in Delulu land now. He walks me to my car, and this is where the red flag comes. Walks me to my car, and he asks what I was about to do. And I said, I'm about to go run my errands. And he laughed, and he said, I know what that means. He reaches in his pocket and pulls out $1,500 and hands it to me. Now, I know what a lot of my ladies thinking, like, oh, yeah, that's good. No. I called my homegirl while I was counting the money out, and she was like, you know this ain't gonna work. I said, I know, but I want to be in the little land just a little while longer, you know, just try to have a little fun if I can. Anytime a man leaves with his pockets, his money, something is off about him. He is lacking somewhere. He may be controlling, abusive. He may be jealous, insecure. Something is off about this brother, and I know it. But I'm in the Lululand. We're going on another date. He love bombing me. I'm love bombing him. We some love bombers, okay? We just enjoying ourselves. Day 6. I'm taking a nap. I wake up to 7 missed calls and 2 FaceTimes from this brother. I calls him back and I'm like, is everything okay? You called me more than once. He said, you didn't answer the phone. I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm asleep. What you mean? Call me one time and I'll get back to you the next day. He calls me. He says, I want to make dinner reservations for us. I said, I already got dinner reservations with my homegirls. You know, we already went out to dinner tonight. I'm not about to counsel with my plans that I already had for you. You should have spoke up way sooner. He goes off. I hangs up. I blocks. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't waste no time. Don't play with me. I'm not the one to be played with like that. I don't need your ends. Okay? I don't need none of that. I don't care how much money you got. Rich niggas get blocked over here too. Okay? When you're dating, it's important to already be on top of your game. Because you don't want to date because you need a man to pay your bills, or you need a man to take you on a date or lunch or dinner or a trip or any of that. No. That's what makes dating hard and difficult. You know what I'm saying? Dating's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to be able to block these brothers when you're done. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. Cause
All right. So y'all all saw that. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all say. So tonight we are talking black people. Are y'all tired yet? I know I'm tired, man. I know I'm tired, man. Yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all say. I'm going to come check in with the panel. Coco, Vince, Beatboxer, JR. What y'all say? Come up and say whatever you want. Who was that? Jay? Go ahead, JR.
Shit. Yeah, shit wrong. Shit lying. Shit a few pointers there. Oh no. I thought like,
oh come on.
Especially when she got to the phone call situation, she mentioned a bit, you know, controlling or whatnot. I was like, yeah, the guy does seem a bit insecure, controlling, leading with his money. So I don't think she's lying.
Okay, we're gonna leave that just like that. Okay, I'm coming to Coco. Go ahead, Coco.
I agree with Brianna.
Hold on, let me get this comment. Hold on, Brianna said, let's see. Shout out to Brianna. I think that's Fierson or Frierson in the building. Appreciate you hopping on with us. She said she doesn't play like that, but showed up on a video open like that. The irony.
Period.
Okay,
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, how you gonna call a man on the internet lust balls and you got your boobs all out? You basically in lingerie on the video. Like, come on, man. The message is not matching the messenger. Like, it just doesn't match. And is this what y'all mean, fellas, when you're like, you know, a woman is getting her whole personality off the internet? Is she an example of that? Because I'm looking at her and she looks nice. She's a nice looking woman, but like Donovan said, she do look a little too old to be speaking and referencing, you know, dating and that whole thing the way she is. And so I'm like, it's interesting. And I didn't miss it. I caught the fact that she said, oh, this is a red flag. Anytime a man leave with his money, but she calls her own girl as she's counting the money. So you kept it. So you kept the money he gave you. You said it was a red flag. You don't need a man for his money. Never date a man because you need him to pay your bills. Yet, you kept the money though. So it's just, it's weird to me. It's strange. I keep seeing all of these strong, independent, highly educated women that don't need a man begging and accepting things from men that they shouldn't be. But then they'll hop on the internet and they'll tell you what not to do while doing the very thing that they're telling you shouldn't be doing. Just saying.
That's real. That's real right there. Appreciate that. Vince, Beatbox, either y'all want to say something? Come off mic if you want to. Go ahead, Beatbox.
There's a couple of issues with what she like the kind of what she was saying. There were some things like JR was saying that I do agree with. The problem is like what Coco said, man. You took the guy's money. You didn't give it back. It's weird to me. Number two, women. If men are leading with their money, you probably look like something that receives money. And I know a lot of women don't want to hear that. I mean, we had this discussion last week with that boss chick. Like, these men, they just pump and dump me. Well, you might look like a pump and dump type of chick. I don't know what to tell you. And number two, there's some men understand. I think, as Mr. Vince, you said this before. Men kind of understand where we're at. So some men like know that, hey, I might not be the best looking man. My sexual marketplace value is not the best, so I have to lead with my money. I have to lead with my status. So some men are like that, not necessarily because they're controlling or anything like that. They know, hey, this is all I can really. This is how I roll. This is how I get it. And I know I'm a trick, i.e. Shannon Sharp, and you are the lollipop. So that's what's going to be. And I don't think a lot of women are really ready for that like discussion, because I think a lot of women think they're wives, and they're not. And by the way, if y'all notice, she has a lace front on too. So y'all know she didn't really do the makeup well on the top of her head. So,
Oh, come on.
So I looked at her, I was like, oh, baby girl, you gotta hide that a little bit better. But yeah, that's just how I feel, man. If you aren't a streetwalker, I'll put it bit nicely, then give men back their money. You know, be a better person.
Okay, hear that. Vince, you want to say something, man? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, that's why when me and B-Box say it's over if you're 35, because the dating market is so tricky. It's like a jungle out there, because you can't be too nice, you can't be too available, you can't be. That's why me and go on coffee dates. But then when you go on coffee dates, you cheap. Then that's why me and okay, I'm not gonna call her for 2 weeks. I'm not gonna act like I like her, because if I act like I like her, I'm gonna seem like I'm too interested. It's just, and it's funny because me and Remy had this wake up about a couple months ago, because we have a lot of single friends, and we thought we married, we good, okay. He seemed like a nice person, she seemed like a nice person, let's put them together. But then when we started putting them together, we started finding out why they were single. And so we said we're gonna stop.
Yeah.
Because her friends were still hooked on baby daddies and hooked on the dude they've been messing around with for 12 years. The baby daddy still got access to their boss chick. We had one chick told a friend of mine that she don't go to pizzerias. Kind of like the same thing, I don't go to the Cheesecake Factory type thing.
Right.
And he was like, and this dude was successful from the jump, because if I hooked him up, he's a man on point. And he was like, she actually told me she don't go to pizzerias. And so, that's why she's single. Because you think, oh, she's so nice and she's so sweet and she's pretty, but be something wrong with all of them. I'm sorry. It's just over. It is. And yeah, we tired. I'm so tired. I had a lady, because I get into these conversations on Facebook. Remy always say, you should stop. But it's funny to me. This chick go try to read me. And it was so funny because I wasn't being disrespectful, but it was sign language all day. Oh, with that fake ass Burberry shirt you got on, your wife probably sitting up under a rock somewhere. I was like, ooh, why so bitter, young lady? It was just, and even though I tried to kill her with kindness, it just didn't help. And that's most of them. They don't want to hear nothing.
That's real.
No thing.
That's real. No, I be in them convos too. I see some of the same stuff you see, man. Yeah, man. I mean, this video is very fitting, for the title tonight. You know what I'm saying? Black people, are y'all tired yet? I know I am. Yeah, I know I am. I said I see so much of this stuff, and I said it's almost like we just want to continue to bang our head against the door and just not make any progress. Yeah, and it's like, at what point do you get tired and say, maybe I need to switch up something? Like, going back to the video, this young lady says that she goes out on a date with this man. She tell this man she got to run some errands. My man think he doing something good, so he pulled $1,500 out of his pocket, dropping on her, call himself helping out, you know what I'm saying, showing that he a stand-up guy. Yep, and she triggers or calls that a red flag. But then the kicker is she doubled back. So you're saying that my man leading with his money, and honestly, I don't even know if we can really call that leading with his money, but you call it what you want to in the video. But you saying that a man leading with his money is a red flag. Yeah, he pulls out 1,500, trying to show that he can do, you know what I'm saying, trying to show that he might be a halfway decent dude. You call it a red flag, but then you double back. Yeah, so you double back to go back and whatever she said, love bomb or whatever the heck she kept saying, whatever you wanted to go do with this man, but you double back. And so clearly the flag was not red enough. Yeah, so you making this video, you telling other ladies what not to do, but yet you double back and took the money. Yeah, so it's like, what kind of example are you really setting? Yeah, the other thing she said is a man that leads with his money can be controlling, abusive, and insecure. So my question to her would be, so then what about a lady that leads with asking for a man's money? What you call that? Yeah, what does that make her? Yeah, we've reacted and had discussions around so many videos where young ladies, one of the first things that came out their mouth was tied to this man's money. Yeah, what he was spending, he was a brokey, was he gonna pay her bills, get her nails done, what type of high expensive restaurant he taking, how expensive is the restaurant he taking her to. We've seen enough videos of young ladies leading with requesting money. Yeah, but now we saying that this man that is putting up this 1,500, he could be controlling, abusive, and insecure, but yet you still took it. Man, y'all ain't tired yet? Like we still doing this? Like y'all ain't tired yet? Like, what is it? I mean, what does it have to be? What does it have to come to? Go ahead, Vince. I saw you come off. Go ahead, man.
Then another thing that I'm figuring something out. It's like, do y'all want a man? Because it's the whole marriage ain't the end all. Everybody don't want a man. Being married don't mean nothing. And it's funny because I got into a conversation with this whole girl trip thing. And I was telling this lady, I've went to a lot of different places and you don't see a lot of heterosexual men guy tripping. I will say 90% of the places that me and Remy go to be families. And if you see a black man in there, he's in there with his wife and children. Now, I might have seen it in Vegas or in Atlanta or something like that, but if I'm going to the Ritz in Jamaica, it's going to be a husband, a wife, and their kids. It ain't going to be 3-4 black men standing around on the beach taking selfies. Because men understand, and I don't want to know if ladies understand this, we want women. We need women to have the type of family that we want. Smart men don't want to be baby daddies. Smart men want to love their wives and raise their children in the house with them.
Right.
But they don't get that. It's like, do y'all really want these men? Oh, I ain't doing that. I said, well, have y'all gone to the gym? Is a great place to meet single men because most a lot of the single men I know to go to the gym. They're in there at 6 o'clock in the morning every day because they're, they actually work out.
Right.
They're committed to something, and their body is a great commitment. Oh, I ain't going to the gym. I don't want my hair to sweat out. I'm not going here. I'm not going there. Well, how you gonna meet a man? Well, the Lord gonna bless me with him. I said, men don't think like that. We just don't, and it baffles me, man. It's like, do y'all want good men? Do y'all want these provider, God-fearing Boazes? And Boaz was not, and I don't want to give him this, but Boaz and Ruth was not a love story. It was a commitment to God story, and legacy, and family.
They ain't ready for that, man. That's a whole nother show. They ain't ready for all that, man. They ain't ready for all that, man. All right, let me check in with Joe real fast. Joe, you want to say something on this?
Yeah, y'all can hear me. Cool. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me well? Does it sound like an echo or anything like that?
It's just a little muffled, but we can hear you though. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think she's not wrong about the red flag thing, but the red flag on her end is that, like you said earlier, that you already spoke on, is that she kept the money. I mean, you took it like a woman who has a level of integrity, who actually believes and knows, okay, there's a red flag. She's tempted by the money, but it would have been more impressive if she gave it back. That would have been more testament to her character. So she's no different than the man that she took the money from, if he doesn't have the character that she says that he doesn't have, because he's leading with his wallet as opposed to himself as a man. But the fact that she took it and kept it, she's no different than him. So, two peas in a pod, really. So, but she's not wrong about him, but she doesn't speak about her part in this red flag, that she herself is a red flag. That's it.
Okay. No, I appreciate that, man. I would even go as far as saying this, Joe. I would even give her more credit if she rejected the money altogether.
I agree.
See, we like to talk about boundaries, right? You know what I'm saying? I see enough videos of women talking about setting boundaries, right? So it's like, if you set a boundary when my man say, hey, here go 1,500, like he said, like she said, he said, I know what that means when you say you got to run some errands. So here go 1,500, go, you know what I'm saying, go handle your business. She's like, no, you know what, I'm good. I don't need that, but I appreciate the gesture. See, that would go a long way, because see, that would speak to her character and integrity. Yeah, but you hit your girl up, like she said, and while you counting the money, and it's just like, okay, so essentially you can be bought. That's basically what this is. Yeah, so it's like we can't sit here and only want to call him the red flag and then not acknowledge that the whole process had red flags in it. Yep, from the young lady, you know what I'm saying? If she want to say from the man, but it's red flags all in the whole process. Yeah, so that's my only thing. I have an issue with folks, trying to call out things, but they don't want to call it all out. Yeah, you want to call him out for, you know what I'm saying, giving you the money, but you don't want to call yourself out for taking it. You know what I'm saying? like that don't make sense. And then you go double back and go on another date with my man, then want to get upset because my man, what'd she say? My man, she had 7 calls on her phone and some FaceTimes or something. And she talking about you. He called her more than once. And I'm just like, now you giving me that little manly stuff. Like, what you mean? Like, what you mean only call you once? Like, who is you? So, yeah, we got there's all type of red flags in the situation. And I don't like how folks want to look past certain things, but then they want to acknowledge and then they want to lock in on, other certain things or certain other things. Gives me these comments. Let's see, Kenyatta said, let's see, and her friend too. Because why is she involving her friend on her date? That's facts. That's facts right there. Kenyatta also said, let's see, that makes her dramatic, narcissistic, and crazy. So that was to my question. Yeah. For the young ladies who are approaching about the man's money, what does that make them? So yeah, dramatic, narcissistic, and crazy. Now I can see that. Appreciate that right there. See, Donovan said, let's see, telling folks do as I say, not as I do, removes the competition. Okay, appreciate that right there. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, it's flags all over the place, man. But like I said, she just wanted to call out certain stuff. But I'm gonna keep us moving if y'all good. I'm gonna keep us moving.
Ladies, we have to stop dating the bums. Today, I rushed to the nail salon to fix my fingernail. I am going on my trip and my nail was chipped, so I ran in there to get my finger fixed and whatever. And in front of me is a lady and her man. So I'm like, oh, how cute. Like, they probably just got their feet done together. And he's waiting for her nails to be done. How sweet. Like, I wish I had my man. Honey boo boo chow. The man and the woman get up because she's finished. They walk over to the register. She's in the process of getting checked out. He goes, oh, okay, big money. When I tell you I whip my head so goddamn fast, I'm surprised I don't have whiplash. Okay, big money. I said, oh, Lord. The lady in here paying for her own hands and nails. This don't make no sense. Honey, the man like, oh, keep straight. I'm like, oh, sorry. Over here being nosy. So now they're behind me. And the lady that was checking them out comes over to the guy that was doing my nail to show him the $100 bill and to verify whatever. So he's like, yeah, whatever, it's okay, in the language that they speak. So I'm like, oh my God, like this is why God said, do not envy what those have, okay? Do not envy what those have. The big money just like PTSD, I just felt like I was with my ex. Like, what? So then it gets better. She asks this lady, oh, is that with the 5% off, because you get 5% off when you use cash. So she's like, is that with the 5% off? And I want to say, lady, if she tells you it's X amount of dollars, you just take the 10% and then subtract it, divide by 2, and that would give you the 5%, and that's how you would know if you had the 5% applied or not. What? Like, what happened to the basic math? But then again, I realized she's with a man who did not pay for her hands and nails. Of course, it's not all there. It's just not all there. Finally, they leave. I'm nosy. I'm still looking. I'm telling the guy, hold my finger. And I'm looking. They walk out to the parking lot, pull off. Guess who's driving? Her. Ladies, we have got to start dating in our bracket of men, our caliber of men. Like, if I am here, meet me here or be better. Okay? And I tell my friends, I tell anybody who will listen to me, I don't care. Call me a gold digger. I don't give a damn. I need to date a man that is here right with me or better. Okay? There's no option for me to date below. I don't date below. Up. Same level or up. Okay? Woman, date up. Because you will be like this girl sitting in a damn nail salon with your man to the right of you talking about some, okay, big money. Then you have to drive yourself and him wherever y'all going because you in your car. More of the story, ladies, like, just date up. Just date up.
Okay, so yeah, so tonight, man, tonight we are talking. Black people, are you tired yet? Okay, well, y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all say. Y'all heard the young lady. She said y'all need to date up. She said a couple things, man. I'm coming straight to the panel. Vince, I saw you come off. Coco, either one of y'all get. Go ahead, Vince.
My point was proven. She was on her way to a trip with no man. So you know what that equals? Girl trip.
Right.
Period.
And it's stupid because you don't know what she paid for it. It might have been his birthday. She might have been treating him.
That was
And I hate to drive.
obviously, yeah.
Remy drives because she's a better driver. I'm always in it because I hate to drive. I drove in my career and I hate driving. So if we're doing her runs, the Costco and Target, I'm in the passenger seat. So a lot of people probably feel that about, because most of the time I'm very casual. And, she know how she, stylish or whatever. And maybe, I get in the passenger seat. A lot of times she pays for stuff because she has the credit card. I'm pushing the basket. I'm tending to the cheering. So that was just stupid. That's probably why she ain't got no man, because she too worried about what everybody else is doing.
Okay, straight like that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Coco, you want to say something? Go ahead.
I mean, Vince and I basically were thinking the same thing. My first thought was, this is why you don't have a man. This is why you don't have a man, right? He's almost like my man, my man, my man. You have created a whole scenario in your head about this woman and this man. First, you created a scenario about, oh, that's so nice. He taking her to get her nails. You don't know if that's a story at all. Then once you saw her paying, then it's like, oh, you tell me you don't have a man and ain't had a man in a while without telling me you don't have a man and ain't had one in a while. Like, men say stuff like that when they're the ones who are used to paying, and then you pull out some money. They like, oh, you got money?
Facts.
That's because I've heard my husband say that. Oh, you have money. Like,
Big
because
money.
they're not used to you pulling your money out. So when you go somewhere and you pull some money out, they're like, oh, you got money. They're surprised. That's how you know the scenario you just created about this man is false. He's saying that because she probably did take him. Come on with me. Come with me. Nah, I don't really do that. Nah, come on with me. Come with me. And he like, all right, I'll treat. And he like, okay, well, if you paying, I'll go. So just tell me you ain't never been around a man that do man things. He do man things. And you ain't just been around a man. Just say that.
And how does she know that wasn't her brother or a nephew or some family member or just a friend? Like she just painted this whole movie thing, like this whole romantic comedy in her head that she's. It's entertaining to hear her describe what she thinks this is. But like Vince said, not every man likes to drive like that. I personally prefer to drive, but it's not an indication of whether or not a man is a man because the woman is in the driver's seat, temporarily going from point A to point B. That has nothing to do with much more serious things like taking care of the house, making sure the woman is safe and protected, making sure the bills are like other much more important things than going from point A to point B. And he has to be the one in the driver's seat, and that's an indication if he's a man or not. That's very uh, extremely superficial and very surface level type mindset. Because you can have a guy who drives the car but can be the unmanliest man in the world. He does everything wrong at home. But you in your mind thinking, oh, he drives. He's a driver of the car. He's paying for her nails. He could be an abuser at home. Behind the scenes, he could be no good. So you're making all of these scenarios that may or may not be true. Because you're not going to get the whole story. And why would you even want the whole story? Because it has nothing to do with you. Like, what about her story? She's talking about someone else's relationship that may not even be a relationship, but she doesn't have one of her own. Like, talk about, like, what are you talking about anyways? I'm just like confused. Like, I would think a woman would be focused on her getting herself a man and her talking about, but she's just gossiping. I don't know. That's just not something guys do. I don't see another guy or another woman think these scenarios and imagine myself in these situations that has nothing to do with me. Like, mind your business.
Yeah, no, that's real right there. B-Box, go ahead, man. It's on you.
Man, these women are broke.
Uh-oh.
These women are dusty. Like, she kind of told on herself when she was like, oh, I've been there, done that. Right? So she's like, so first off, I agree with everything everybody said, especially Coco. Like, when he said, oh, big money, he's saying like, oh, like, no, you're paying now. That's what I thought. What I got from that. I joked with my wife, like, we joked that way. But she took it, oh, he's a Pookie, right? She took like off the rip. So I was like, oh, so you Pookie catnip. So you told on yourself. Two, any woman that has this idea that a man's paying for your maintenance, bruh, I got real that just is crazy to me. I don't know anybody on this panel. I'm going to talk about myself. I've never paid for a woman's maintenance, ever. It's never happened. Men, don't do that. These women are broke. They got nothing going on. If a woman's telling you need to pay for my nails, you got to pay for this or that, especially off rip, let her go. That's crazy work. And I don't know, man. Like it's crazy to me. But again, a lot of women tell themselves with the guys that they deal with. If you're dealing with bums, and then say I gotta do better. Like especially like men, we know. Like if I know you've been dealing with a bum, I'm not gonna do better than him, right? And then also, I'll land on this, and I know I'm gonna get in trouble. And I've said this before. I really don't like when women who are average talking about they need to date better. They need to date. They need to be hypergamous. That kills me. I just don't get it. You can't be hypergamous and average looking. They don't work that way. It just doesn't. I guess it annoys me. Like he needs to meet me here or he needs higher. Okay, average lady. Okay.
Okay,
Me
I'm
hurt
gonna
what you
leave that. I'm gonna leave that right there, man. Let me get these comments, then I'm gonna come back to the panel. Let's see. Donovan said, "Let's see. They don't date bums. Let's see. They baby daddy them. Then they spend the rest of their lives dating to marry temporarily." Okay, go ahead and get it off your chest, Donovan. Get it off your chest, man. Get it off your chest, man. See, Kenyatta said, "Let's see, ma'am. You don't know if that was her treat to him. These women are crazy as hell, man." I missed some of these comments. I ain't see all these down here. Let's see. Shout out to Victoria Williams in the building. She said, "Let's see. What if it's his birthday and she's treating him? Chill and mind your business. You could have been, let's see, you could have been asked, excuse me, you could have been asking, did you take the 5% as a polite way to say you forgot? She choosing to judge." Yeah, no, she definitely was a little out of pocket on this one. Let's see. Kenyatta said, "Let's see. And this shows she's not used to paying. Homegirl was looking for the discount."
That's that's a good point.
I said it broke. I'm saying, man, it's broke.
Yeah, that's a good observation. You got to really watch these videos. That's a good observation right there.
So we won't even care about no 5% discount. To us, if a man is paying, you don't like a 5%. Give us something like a 40, 50. We'll notice something like that. Like, okay, that's a difference. A 5%, I don't. Okay, 5% on $100 bill, $5. Wow. So that's how you know she's right. That's how you know she's not used to paying, which means it's something. It's a special occasion thing. The little joking, a banter. I didn't even catch that. But she's right.
Yeah, no, that was a good observation right there. But let me circle back to her, man. I know tonight we talking, black people, are y'all tired yet? And then this is another one. This fits right into the title. It's just like, young lady, mind your business. Man, you started this video out point blank, and you said you was behind this lady and her man. That right there disqualifies you. So just stay out the business. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't know what's going on. Yep, to the point that was made earlier, you know what I'm saying, by Coco. Fellas that are in relationships say these types of things all the time. Yeah, you go take your lady somewhere, and she like, you know what? You already know you walking in the roof, Chris. You know the bill about to be, $420 out the door, especially when when you get the surf and turf and the bottle of wine. You already know what it is. So you already mentally preparing yourself to whip out this money, and then she just surprised you out the gate, like, you know what? Nah, I got this one. You might hear me say some stuff like that. Okay, big baller. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and show out. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, majority of the time, I'm paying for anything and everything. So once again, to Coco's point, this young lady, she ain't been with no man. Yep, she ain't been with no dude who holding down holding down the house, handling business. Like she ain't had no taste of that. Yeah, so she don't understand. And see, other people in relationship, other married couples, they can understand these lingos. Yeah, so when I heard her say that, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that's because my man usually handling biz. And like I said, this time around, she pulling out some cash. Oh, okay, I see what it is. Yeah, but to the point that was made earlier, it's like just say you ain't been with no man in a while. Just call it what it is. Yeah, these fellas, they not checking for you like that. Yeah, but it's partially because of your mindset. You know what I'm saying? She goes on this whole tangent about dating in your bracket and dating in your caliber. And it's just like, lady, what is your bracket and your caliber? Yeah, I hear that a lot. Yeah, I hear folks talking about these brackets and these calipers and they got to date up and all of this stuff. And it's
It sounds
like
like
that's part of the
crazy.
yeah, that's part of the reason why you not getting no hollers. Because see, you probably have an inflated view of what your caliber and your bracket is. Yep. So now the dudes that actually probably will be entertaining you, they're not entertaining you because y'all not seeing each other. Because you think you higher than them. You think they below you. Yeah, this guy that she's talking about, you know what I'm saying, in this video, this dude is probably above her level. If we're gonna keep it a buck, that's why this young lady that she's referencing, that's why she snatched my man up. This dude is probably above the young lady's level. Yeah, she probably could never get this guy. Yeah, because see, her mindset is in a whole nother place. Yeah, but it's in a whole nother place. So yeah, I think we got to be careful with some of this stuff that we taking on and trying to make it gospel, trying to make it truth, all this levels and caliper and all this. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, let's be for real. Come on, like Vince said, you ready to hop on the flight with your girls? Like, come on. Yeah, but this mindset that you in is not gonna get you. Hold on, let me make sure I find the right one. Let me make sure I find the right one.
My man.
It's not gonna get you that. Yeah, that mindset is not gonna get you that. Yeah, this your level stuff. That's not gonna get you that. Yeah, but then this be the funny part right here. The young lady who's doing the video, you saying some stuff that's essentially just it's all over the place, to be honest with you. But then you sitting here acting like you advising the other women on how they need to be moving.
Sure.
Yeah, ladies, we don't need to be dating the bums. We don't need to be doing this. We don't be doing that. But yet you don't have nothing to show for what you're saying. Yeah, you don't have no man secured already. Because see, this is the thing. We get this mixed up. You know, sometimes when I see certain videos and I see a lady who is locked in and has a man and is married, when she says stuff like that, then it's going to be received differently because she already got the results. She got the husband. She got the family. She got the man, as y'all like, you know, these provider men y'all love to talk about. She got that already. But see, the funny part about it is a lot of times y'all don't want to hear from her, though.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all want to hear from the girl who don't have no man. Y'all want to hear from the girl with the broken nail at the salon trying to get her nail fixed before she tried to get on it. Like, that's who y'all want to hear from. And I said, that's backwards. If I want to hear from somebody who got the results, I want to hear from somebody who done figured it out already. Yeah, but I know I got my years in the game, but I want to hear from somebody who got twice the years I got. They probably can tell me a couple things. So, yeah, we really got to think about this mess because, like I said, once again, going back to the title, man, y'all ain't tired of this yet. Y'all ain't tired of doing this. Y'all ain't tired of playing these games and bumping y'all heads, man. Like, it ain't that hard. Yep, it's not that hard, but it's like y'all want to just stay stubborn to what y'all believe, and it's just like it's not accurate. You can see from this young lady in the video, it's not accurate. It's not getting her nowhere. So I don't know, man. Let me check these comments, man, and see what we got. See, Kenyatta said, girl, go ahead and go on your girl's trip, right? Yeah, just go on your trip. Go on your trip. We shout out to Tony Wiley. He said, Quay, let's see, your head too long to be giving game. Crazy work, my boy. Tony.
What?
How you gonna come on? How you gonna come on my panel, man, with some insults, Tony? Man, somebody do me a favor, man. Get Tony up out of here, man. I don't know.
He's to be ignored. He's to be
it's all
ignored.
good. It's all good. I'm glad he came up here. Let me put you back up, Tony. I'm gonna give you your 5 minutes, Tony. This is why we talking about what we talking about today. Is y'all tired yet, man? Yeah, Tony, I don't know how old you are. I don't know how young you are. I don't know what it is. Moderators, y'all deal with Tony. Do whatever y'all want to do with Tony. But we not tired yet. Like, I'm going to assume you're not a teenager.
Well, why? You know, it's always the ones that don't have no photo. It's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna assume you're not a teenager,
No
but it's
photo.
like the fact
So
that
you already know what's up.
The fact that you invest your time to come play games is like, this is part of the problem. This is what we're talking about tonight. Yeah, this is what we're talking about tonight.
Why do you feel comfortable playing the dozens with someone you don't know? I don't even talk to them like that, and I know them a little bit, enough to, but no, I don't play like that.
Yeah, I
Can't get.
don't
Gotta be a man.
understand folks sometimes, man, with some of this stuff, man. And I said, this is the problem. I said, and this is the clown stuff that's leaking into the relationship space. Like, this is why cats can't get off the ground and get their stuff together. It's because of clowns like this. So I feel bad for folks who this is how they move. Like, I feel bad for folks that this is what makes them feel good inside. They got problems. But yeah, it's all good, Tony. I'm gonna give you your time, man. But you know what? It's all good, man. To your point, this long head done got me a long way, bro. Trust and believe that. So go and enjoy yourself, Tony. All right, my bad. I had to do that real quick. Vince, I know if you wanted to say something, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, but this is what I'm talking about too. They don't want to hear people that got results. Because the first thing, that worked for you. Oh, well, you don't understand. Oh, well, they'll make some type of reason not to even take what you're saying into consideration.
Facts.
You know, and it's amazing to me because you say you want it, but this is I don't want to say, I said, I'm prototype of what these women are looking for, especially, the women that are over 40. I'm the prototype. I might not be exactly what they want, but I'm the prototype. But they come to me all the way. I said, I'm around these men. I am these men. Facts. And I'm not saying that to brag, but I'm just saying that I'm not no bum. I'm not here. I'm not no Derek Jackson. I'm not here. I got a beautiful wife. I ain't trying to get into your DM or nothing else. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to get you a date, sister. I'm trying to really get you the man that you want. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They'd rather hear these fake, phony people out here. That's why some of these churches are so full up. And I guess because I come from a generation of saved and lost. You going to heaven or you going to hell. Now, you know what I'm saying, Quay.
For sure.
They ain't pandering to your feelings. They told you what it was, but not everybody pandering to everybody's feelings. Oh, well, yeah, that's your truth. It's all about your truth and how you feel and your happiness. So I don't know if they tired or not. Because I know when I was in that place, I wanted something different.
Right.
And I was going to do what it took to make a change. But some people, it's insanity, bro. You know the definition?
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah,
That's
you're right
what
about
it is. The
And
same, doing exactly the same thing. They ain't trying to change nothing up. I said, just smile. Just be pleasant. Just try to lose a couple pounds. Well, I ain't got time for the gym, and I'm not gonna do that. And I'm not.
Yeah, Vince, it's over, bro.
Oh man, I knew you was gonna throw that in there, man.
Come on.
Let me check in with JR. I thought I saw him come off mute for a minute. JR, would you try to say something, man?
Yeah, I was gonna ask a question, but Beatboxer kind of got there with the answer, cause I was gonna ask let's just say, young lady is correcting what she's saying, right? And she just find that higher value man, whoever is that, she deems to be whatever it is, right? Would her mindset change? Like, or do you think it will still remain the same? But I think Beatbox kind of
it's gonna stay the same. These women want to be the same, and they want these men to be leaders on when they want them to be leaders, and then they want them to be boys when they want them to be boys, and they want them to pay all their bills while they keep all their money, and they want to be as fat as they want to be, and all this other stuff. So, bro, like, listen, yes, and I'm not saying all women. Obviously, that's not true. But it's over, bro. For a lot of these women, we gotta kind of go the way of Exodus. That's kind of how I feel. Some of these women gotta go. Some of these men gotta go. Like y'all gotta go wander in the wilderness somewhere and die off because it's just insane. Like these women want. I mean, you guys watch the Kendra G show. Y'all see these women talk about I want a 100K man while they looking with the 2 for 3, right? And it's like we kind of know what's going on. Like
So,
it's over.
what you saying? What's the issue? Broke, listening, and begging? Is that the issue?
Wait, what you said? Broke.
I said, what's the issue? Broke, listening, and begging
Wait,
from the
what was the
women.
key word?
All of the
What was the
above.
word?
What you want them to say, man? What you want them to say, man?
No, and I'm saying like, is that we're saying that's like the main issue? You know, like from the women, like they like to broke police and they like to beg.
Yeah, I mean it's.
'Cause it's a big put off, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a bit like what are we talking about? Like I don't know, man. And sorry, Kenyatta, I don't. Just watch the Kendra G show. Just look at these ladies, man. I like even the ones who are like in shape. There's always something really wrong, like something really off about them. Like 95% of them. It's like, dude, this is what we got to pick.
That's
No,
weird,
thank you.
man.
No, thank you.
Like it's about as close to reality as you're going to get. You would think it's manufactured and they put it together. You know, you look at reality TV shows back in the day. Oh yeah, we know that's stage, right? But then you have something like a Kendra G show, and it's like, no, that can't be there. It's got to be 95%. And you're right, it's a lot that actually think like that woman. But you want to believe that's not the case. But these are your everyday average woman calling in by the hundreds. So you get a large enough sample size to say, wait a second, none of this is staged. They're calling in on their own free will. They're not being paid to do it. They're not cast members. This is, oh God. And then they think they can get a guy like a beatboxer or like myself. Because I hear what they're asking for: 6'2", muscular, tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah, that's me. But this is what you want, but you're not what I want. So they're going to get a lot of guys that's on their level calling in, and they complain about that. But you're on that guy's level. That's actually what you get. That's what you deserve. Those are the men that's going to want you for you. Whereas guys that look like more like us, I guess the atypical type that you're looking for, we have the options that you're not. We can choose better than you, but you don't want to hear that. You want to choose better, but we don't want. You have to just get what you. People not playing on their field for some reason. They're not playing on the same team. I don't get it because I
Well,
know I know I'm not gonna be able to get a Beyonce. I'm not delusional. Oh yeah, I can get any girl I want in the world. I'm somewhat aware of what I know I can get. So how are these people not aware, specifically women, usually, typically, how are they not as aware of what they can or cannot get and be happy with that? I don't understand that part.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's because the world lies to women. The
Ah,
world don't lie to men. Just like even Coco, I'm gonna say something. When beatboxers said fat women, you kind of like, ooh, don't say that. But men don't care. If a dude broke, you a broke, bum, dusty dude. We ain't gonna be like, ooh, don't say that. That's gonna hurt his feelings.
that's a good point.
We gonna say, get your ass out there and get a job, bro. Pay
Yep.
your child support, bro. Stop making excuses, bro.
Get 2 or 3 jobs if you got to.
We ain't gonna sit up here and be like, well, he had a hard childhood, and we gonna tell them the truth.
Take your ass to the gym.
That's why Kevin Samuels was so effective. People always say, well, the men know. The men actually listened and wanted to do better. The
Mm-hmm.
women bucked. He would say, lady, you too big. Oh, well, I'm curvy. You weigh more than a man your size. Somebody will like it. That's like a broke dude be like, well, somebody will let me come live with them, drive their car. Yeah, somebody will, but it ain't gonna be the woman you want. She gonna treat you like a sucker. Talk to you
Mm-hmm.
like you ain't shit. Cause that's the type of women them guys get. So
Yeah.
that's the problem. And we gotta I keep going back to culture. I was saying that we have glamorized sexy red.
No,
Come on now.
Janet Jackson.
Come on now.
You don't Sexy Red.
She looked like the chick that be at 7 Days getting the stripper outfit. And she's a superstar. And y'all might say, well, that don't matter. You know how many ladies I see now with that red, long, cheap hair,
Mm-hmm.
wearing panties? I saw a lady at Somerset with some panties on the other day. Some
Yeah,
panties
but
and a
Vince,
little half top.
no offense, Vince, but this has been going on for years. I know y'all not gonna like me saying this. I think Joe, you said this. You said Janet Jackson, didn't you?
But Janet Jackson was fine. She wasn't
Listen,
slutty.
So it's
listen.
okay.
She
No,
wasn't
I'm not saying
slutty
it.
though. She wasn't.
See, Vince.
It's a
See, I
different.
knew,
No,
I
it's a
knew, I
difference.
knew, I knew you were
No.
gonna say that.
Come
Listen,
on.
Sexy Red is ratchet. I understand.
I'm gonna give you
She's a.
one line. She say, "Her pee is pink and her booty hole
I,
is."
I, I
Come
heard.
on
I
now,
heard.
you ain't never heard Janet Jackson say no nasty
Listen,
mess like that. She's
listen,
nasty.
listen, Vince. I understand, but still, it don't listen. This didn't just come out of nowhere. This didn't come out of nowhere. Look, we had women like this for years.
But it wasn't glamorized. They wasn't on the
Janet
Grammys.
Jackson was glamorized, bruh. What are we
Okay,
talking about?
okay. Let's say Little Kim. Okay, let's say Little
I,
Kim.
Sure.
Little Kim was not on the Grammys.
true,
Little
true.
Kim did not go perform for Bill Clinton. She was under the radar.
Yeah, but
Foxy Brown. She wasn't like a mega star.
but it's got to start somewhere, Vince. Like you know what I'm trying to say. Like a female hip hop artist, that's like a new thing. And I'm not defending female hip hop artists. I'm not even going there. All I'm saying is the glamorization, the sexualization of not just black people but women in general in music has been that way for a very long time. Right? This has been something that's been going on forever. And I will say this, and I'll say this again: the biggest problem is men. We keep watching it. We keep buying it. OnlyFans wouldn't be a thing, right? If it wasn't for men. So I get you. I get you. I'm not dissing you. I'm agreeing with you. But what I'm saying is that that's a man problem, bro. The men look, a lot of black guys who like ratchet chicks like Sexy Red, I gotta cut them off. Like, oh, you like that? You gotta go over there somewhere. We ain't talking, right? But I think it's hard for a lot of black men to do that. I don't know about me, but for me, I just cut off guys like who follow Instagram women. Only like I ain't talking to them, but a lot of black guys will do that for the sake of black unity, right? So that's a whole nother conversation. But as black men, we got to make distinctions with each other. We got to do that. We
You're
have
saying
to.
men are the biggest supporters of women like a Sexy Red or Foxy Brown or whatever, Lil Kim. You're saying that men are the biggest supporters and perpetuators of that type of image that like we buy their music, we go to their concerts. That don't
No,
seem to be.
so not in that instance per se. The music, no, I think more women are, but the other stuff,
So
yes.
let me answer that though. So there's a piece of that we don't talk about, right? So on the front side of that, majority of that support comes from women. So women are at those concerts, women are buying that music, women turning up when they come on in the club. But on the flip side, the part that we don't talk about is the force behind those chicks be men.
Okay.
They producers be men. The dudes making they beats be men. The dudes promoting them be men. Be Yo Gotti with Glorilla and all this mess.
Songs.
Like it be dudes writing their songs. These girls just put on the clothes, the half naked clothes, and then they rap the song. And then the women support it on the front. But on the back, they producers, like I said, they managers, all of that be dudes. The people ghost writing their music be dudes. Dudes write Sexy Red's music. She don't be writing her raps. Like those is dudes. Those beats that she rap over. Those is guys producing them beats and making those beats. So we gotta see both sides of it. Yeah, there's men on the back side, and then there's women on the front. Yeah, but that's where the problem comes in. I think the only slight difference was back in the day when you had some of those women who was trying to go down the ratchet road. I think they still had a little more female support on the back. So they was trying to go more of a sexy route versus a ratchet route. But now it's just full out ratchet. Yeah, if you listen to the Sexy Red, if you listen to Glorilla and the stuff that they saying, all the tattoos everywhere, like it's the all out ratchet hood. It's that whole thing now. And I said, there's a lot of dudes behind that pushing that. It's a lot of dudes behind that collecting money. Yeah, trust and believe. Yo Gotti love it when Glorilla go out here with that nonsense she do. Like he love it. So yeah, we gotta see both sides of it. Go ahead,
For
JR.
example, the song City Girls. Like a lot of guys, yeah. I mean, it's a good song, right? Obviously for the ladies to enjoy or whatnot. It became big. It's a big hit, whatnot, for the culture, wherever it is, right? Of course, that's the positive side for the people making the money, wherever it is. But on the negative side, what's his name? The guy that paints his fingernails, Lil,
All of
the one
them?
that wrote the song. What's his name?
Too
What's his
many
name?
of 'em.
There's too
Too
many.
Sorry. Little
Uzi Vert?
sign, yeah. With
Uzi
he wears the beads in his hair. He's the one that wrote that song. So yeah, we can look at the ladies and be like, hey, stop it. But hey, I seen a interview of him talking about writing a song, and you can just see the the smile and everything behind it. Like, boy, like that was a hit. So I do understand where we got to look at both sides. So we can't necessarily just blame the women, because it's the men that say, hey, I want to make money, so I'm going to push this and it's going to sell. So we can't really say, hey, ladies, stop it, if it's the men that are the machine behind it.
And
yeah,
to put
it's on
point
both
it,
sides.
and one of the reasons why this is even a problem, this beef with Kendrick and Drake was such a big deal, because Drake loves jumping on Sexy Red songs. And guys like Kendrick are like, y'all messing up the culture. Y'all messing it up. So that's why I even say, like, we got to make distinctions as people, because we're allowing men, and black men, or whatever you want to call Drake, to profit on an image that looks rough and messed up. And we need to make distinctions. Say, hey, those black people, they over there. We got to make, because other groups of people do that. Other groups of people, like white people, say, hey, those white trash, no offense, they over there. They ain't us. Right? Other groups of people will make that distinction, and we as black people got to do that. I know we have as black folks, we have a unique history, and I understand why in some ways we coalesce on some things. Sometimes we ain't the same. You don't have the same bloodlines. You over here, you're not like me. You got to go over there, live your life the way you want to live. But we ain't the same.
Right. No, that's real. All right, let me get this comment, then we'll go to the next one. Let's see. Victoria Williams said, listen to these women make, she's talking about the video. Listening to these women is making my man look finer. Issues seem even less of an issue. I'm ready to take him for a pedicure. I ain't mad. Go on and take him. I ain't mad. But I said, if he say, okay, big money, then I said, don't get upset with him, no. If he say, okay, big money. All right, let me go on to this next one.
An older, bald black man asked, why do black women specifically not speak when spoken to in the grocery store? And I'm just going to say, baby, we do not be one to talk to y'all unless you're fine shit. You're older, bald, and black. You're not fine shit. Okay? Half the time women are looking at you and like, yeah, he probably got an ex-wife, a current wife, a couple of kids, and a whole bunch of problems. Okay, being an older, bald black man is not going to benefit you out here unless a woman can physically see your assets. And I do mean physically see your assets, because half the time being an older single man is just not a flex unless you have money. And if the woman cannot see your assets, she may not want to even engage in a conversation with you these days. Let's just be for real. Half the time y'all don't have nothing good in mind for us. You just want to hit, you waste our time, turn half of us into baby mamas, or use us up for our energy. You older, sir. Okay? Trying to pick women up in the grocery store is just not it. This is not 1980s no more. That's not going. Women will straight up ignore you. No longer are we caring about y'all feelings to where we like, oh, let me just let him down nicely or whatever. Don't talk to me. If you're not my type, don't talk to me. I'm going to ignore you. Straight up. And that's how a lot of women are coming these days. Because otherwise, it starts unprovoked conversations. You start asking us for numbers, all type of stuff. And we was just probably trying to be nice and let you down easy. So instead of trying to let men down easy, we just don't respond. Okay, and for you specifically, you're an older, bald black man. So you might need to get on the dating apps and start posting your assets, your car, your house, or something to let women know you got motion. But trying to pick women up in the grocery stores, and you're probably trying to pick young women up, they not going unless you got some money. It's 2025, baby. I know you ain't out here trying to pick girls up in the grocery store. We barely even like y'all men. We sure don't want y'all talking to us in public unprovoked.
Man, are black people tired yet?
This is what we talking about, BB. Tired of this. Tired of this foolishness. Yeah, I'm gonna let them in. I'm gonna let them in because y'all listen. I don't consider myself a beauty queen. Like I'm average looking, and I'm okay with that. I'm that's cool with me.
You're not average looking.
That's
Miss
cool with
Coco.
me.
You're not average looking.
But well, whatever. I don't know. What I'm saying is, whatever level these women think they on, I don't know if I'm on it, because I look at these women when they making these videos, and I'm like, sis, you're nothing to look at. So I don't know how you're judging another man. This is what I mean, right? Like, I know what I am and I know what I'm not, but I have to agree with Vince, because society has lied to a lot of these women and told them that they're all beautiful, that, you know, they're all, you know, attractive, that all, you know what I'm saying, they're all desirable, or whatever it is, you know, as long as they have some hair on their head, you know, it don't have to even be theirs. And as long as they have some lashes, that they don't have to be theirs. As long as, you know what I'm saying, they know how to lay that makeup up, put 5 layers of it on and contour the heck out of their face, then they're beautiful. It's great, right? They deserve a top tier man, whatever they deem that to be. And I'm looking at these women and I'm like, ma'am, like, first of all, I think everyone has a level of attractiveness, right? Everyone has a level of attractiveness. That's the scale I use, okay? But some of y'all getting on here talking about these men, and I'm looking at y'all like, baby, it's not given that. It's not given that you should be on the internet critiquing anyone. It's not giving that. It's not. So I don't know how you feel like you can tell a man because he's bald. Y'all be bald. Y'all don't have no hair.
Oh, come on.
No hair around your edges just snatched away. You rub the makeup off, no eyebrows left. You got a spoon full of lashes. Y'all are bald. How you calling a man out for being bald because he's older? I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna let the men talk, because that's all I really got. I just find that it's so, people are so I want a pair of those rose-colored glasses that they wearing. I need a pair of those, because it's affecting men and women. They get on the internet and somehow they think that their beauty materializes from somewhere. I don't know if it's the filters. I don't know if it's the lighting. Maybe I'm not sure what they think happens when they get on the internet, but they think they become 10 times more beautiful. And I'm trying to figure out where did y'all get this idea or this concept from? And I'll say this and I'll land. That attitude right there, y'all don't understand that this is why y'all walking around here thinking that the pretty girls are single and the regular average girls, or the, you know, the simple girls, or whatever y'all want to call them, why are they all taken? Why do they all have a man? You know why? Because it's their attitude. Y'all attitudes suck. Why can't you have a pleasant conversation with another human being in the grocery store? Where else he supposed to meet y'all? Because every time he see you out somewhere else, you with a group of girls. So when is he supposed to get you by yourself so that he can approach you and actually have an opportunity to start a conversation with you, other than the grocery store? Because everybody got to eat.
And then
Make it make sense, because either the men are approaching and you don't want them to, or you get on the internet every other day and you say men aren't approaching it. Y'all don't have to pick, choose. Hurry up.
Right. No, that's real right there. Go ahead, Vince.
This is what I'm talking about. They don't want men.
What do they want?
These are the same ladies that will say we are the most unprotected women in the world. But you can't even be nice to a brother. You can't even smile at a brother because I bet if a man come in there and start whooping your ass in that grocery store, you gonna want that old black man to help you get that man up off of you. But they don't see that part, and it's so funny because it's. And I hate to keep saying this, but it's over because what it don't cost to be nice. It really don't. It really don't cost to be nice. And it seemed like she was triggering because I guess the old black man is still getting some action because they wearing them out. They making them baby daddies and they smashing and moving. So I guess they getting some action.
Hmm?
But
Yep.
it's just the whole thing is I'm only gonna be nice to the ones I want to be nice to. But if men were to do that, because this lady, she was saying how her and her mother were on the side of the road and their tire was flat, and she was complaining about how many black men drove fast. I said,
Hmm?
well, look at how most women treat the average black man, just the average black man in society. Won't smile, won't say thank you, when a man open the door, because you think most of these men, if the dude old and bald and got some money, he probably ain't trying to talk to you no way, darling. He got better options. Honestly, it's like a beautiful girl got better options.
Right.
So I'm with B-Box. It's them and us.
And I don't
Yeah.
quite understand how they. I don't treat. It's this character aspect of it. You don't have to be attracted to the man to treat him with kindness. And there's a way to go about rejecting them without it being harsh or cruel in this way. Because there's a lot of women that approach me, who I don't look at them and think, oh, you're beneath, like, turn my nose up at them. I literally don't have that mindset. It's interesting. Some of them think that I do, but then they realize, oh, he's because so they get intimidated by that. But I don't carry myself in that way, and it's typically the most beautiful women I've ever met don't carry themselves that way either. So they're playing out this mean girls, Lindsay Lohan scenario where it's the pretty girl who's bullying everybody, and but the irony is that the woman that was making this point, she was nowhere anywhere near the caliber of a woman who could even talk like that. Now, you can get away with being an asshole if you at least look the part. Like someone, okay, yeah, I don't like the way they're talking, and some men will put up with it because they look a certain way. They're a certain beauty level. She was below average to me, and it's like she doesn't. I don't know where she gets this confidence to speak as if she was the type of woman who can talk like that. But on top of that, women that I've met who are as beautiful who can do it don't do it. So it's the ones who are like beneath the totem pole, so to speak, who have no place in talking like this or thinking like this or treating other people like this, who treat people the worst, right? It's like sometimes I've met a lot of wealthy people, and to me, they're some of the nicest people I've met. Some of the meanest people I've met are probably the homeless people. To be honest, I mean, not to be, oh, what you trying to say? But no, I'm just saying, they're the ones that are going to come at you with a knife. They're the ones that are going to come at you and do something crazy to you. Whereas, so it's like you would think it's the opposite. So I don't understand that mindset. It's a character thing. Forget about how you look, but I would fear what type of person she would be if she did look like a Beyonce. If she could get away with the way she's talking like that, then you have millions of girls believing that, believing that that talking to men in this way, treating them this way, is the right way to go. Because I'm not every woman's cup of tea, and I wouldn't want a woman shooting me down in that way or looking at me like ugh, just because I'm not their type. But how do you know they're not your type until the men approach? So you say, don't approach me if I'm not your type. It's like saying, how do you get to know someone if you don't first introduce yourself? You're a stranger before then. Well, we're not friends. I don't know you. Well, that's how you introduce yourself. You see if there's a commonality, if a friendship it can exist. Then you determine, okay, we can be something or not. But if the man feels like he can't even make that determination without being shot down in that way, then honestly, it's worse for them because that bald man is probably doing a lot of things for himself, and there's going to be a woman out there for him. He can just go elsewhere.
Right.
You're
Right.
waiting for a man to approach you. So, and if you're pushing them all away, he can still approach, and he's going to get what he wants, even if it's not you. So, but you're waiting for someone to come along that probably will never come. So, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, man. Let me get this comment from Kenyatta. See, Kenyatta said, let's see, Joe, her friends told her she's cute. Yeah, no, I'm sure that's playing in there. Victoria said, let's see, it's just insecurity. Yeah, no, I think there's some of this wrapped up in there. I think that there's definitely some insecurities wrapped up in there. Yeah, that's one of the, I call it one of the cons of social media. Social media allows folks to come on here and just say things, but it's really them being insecure and projecting. And I think another thing that is wrapped up in here that we don't really talk about is people feel like they can get on this internet and make these videos because people that are in the dating space, or a lot of them are not being intentional. Yeah, but a lot of folks' heads are blew up at this point. Yeah, they think they itch don't stink. They think they can do no wrong. And that's because a lot of folks is out here in this dating space and they're not being intentional. They're not being honest. Yeah, folks aren't telling the truth. They're not calling it like it is. It's a lot of playing going on. Yeah, but like I said, when you're not being intentional in this space and setting boundaries and moving correctly, it'll create these scenarios where folks can get on here feeling like, hey, I'm that deal, or I'm that person. I'm on this level and you're not on my level and all this nonsense. And the whole time, the opposite sex is looking at you like, man, you ain't all that. You ain't hot like that. Like, I wouldn't holler at you. Like, you wouldn't get a holler for me to save your life. Like, yeah, so it creates this delusion. And like I said, I can hear it sometimes when folks do these videos. It's just like, you just have no idea. Yeah, but this is why I stand on what I say all the time. Black men and women need to talk more. Yeah, we don't have conversations enough. Yeah, women, they don't understand how black men think. Yeah, but a lot of times black men, we don't understand how black women think. Like we just be missing each other and then wondering why we can't make it happen, wondering why we can't connect. So yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, once again, y'all ain't tired of this. Y'all ain't tired of doing this shit. Like for real, how many times we gonna go around these circles? Like, so I'm gonna leave it like that, man. I got one more though. I got actually, this is a scenario. Okay, yeah, this is a let me see what y'all say. So let me run this.
Who was wrong? You go on a date with this guy that you went on a date with before. This is y'all second date. Things are going really, really well. Y'all vibing. Y'all having a good time. Y'all living right now, right? Boom. At the end of the day, the check comes. He picks up the check and he looks at the check and he says, she charged us for an extra drink. We only had 2 drinks and she charged us for 3. You say, you talk about that $3 drink? He said, yeah. And you say, it was only $3. People make mistakes. Just pay the bill. He say, nah, I'm going to sit here and wait for the waitress to come so I can tell her that this ain't supposed to be on my bill. She then goes into her pocketbook, takes out $5, puts it on the table, get up and say, I'm not about to sit here and squabble over no $3. If you mad about $3 now, what else would you be mad about later on? So she leaves. He sits there and waits till the waitress comes so he could tell the waitress, like, look, you charged us an extra drink. The waitress takes it off and he pays the bill. He goes outside looking for her, thinking she's just outside waiting for him to come on outside. And she's gone. So he calls her and was like, yo, where you at? She was like, oh, no, I went home. And he said, why did you do that? Why did you just get up and leave? She was like, well, if you gonna beef over $3 over something somebody made a mistake over. He was like, I wasn't beefing. I just told her that she charged me for an extra drink. And I told her, she took it off, and I paid the bill. It was no problem. Yeah, but it was only $3. He then goes, you know what? You're right. I don't think this is going to work out between us. It was fun, but it stops here. She says, what are you talking about? I thought we had a good time. He was like, yeah, we did, but you just ruined it over $3. She responds, no, you ruined it over $3. Who was wrong? Was she wrong or was he wrong? Let me know in the comments.
All right. So y'all drop a comment. Let me know what y'all say. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all say. Was he wrong in the situation or was she wrong in the situation? I'm coming to the panel, man. Go ahead, Coco.
I'm laughing at Kenyala's comment.
What is she saying?
Here you go. He frugal, she ain't. They're unequally.
Oh, that's Donovan right there, yeah.
That's Donovan. I'm sorry. I thought I was Kenyatta. My bad. His better. I thought it was his better half. Yeah, no, she that's funny. But no, I guess in this world that would be unequally yoked, right? Like they would say that. Like he's stressing over that $3. Like, what's that? Well, it's first of all, it's his money. Second of all, why you want to be charged for something that you didn't purchase and that you didn't get to enjoy? Like, I don't care if it's $1.50. Like, if I didn't get to enjoy that, why am I paying for it? Whose drink am I paying for? You know what I mean? Like, it's just principle. I get it. It's $3. I guess he could have chose it ain't worth it, whatever. But I almost would rather take the $3 and put it on the waitress's tip instead of giving it towards a drink that I didn't drink that wasn't mine. I guess you get what I'm saying? Like it makes sense. So I don't know. I get it. I think she was wrong. I think she overreacted. If he doesn't want to spend money on something that he didn't actually purchase, I think that's reasonable and logical. I don't see the problem.
Okay, let me get these comments and I'm coming right back. See, Donovan said, let's see, was he paying or was she paying? So I think overall he was paying. Yeah, she just ain't want to, she ain't want to wait. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was some wild stuff. Let's see, Kenyatta said, let's see, he's mad about the $3, which the $3 can go towards something more important than a drink. Okay, I understand that. That's facts right there. Let's see. She also said it's principle. That is facts. See, Donovan said, let's see, he worked for all his coins. She wants him to break the bank moving forward. They said she might be setting him up for the might be setting him up later. Let's see. Brianna said, let's see, he has principles. She does not. He seems to have a resolution mindset. She walked away quick. No, that's facts right there. See, Victoria said, let's see, why didn't she just pick up the entire why didn't she just pick up the entire bill? Pick the entire bill up if she didn't want to talk to the waitress.
What you mean by that?
That's a good question. That's a good question right there. So essentially, if the little $3 was nothing to her, that was little money, then why she ain't just pick the bill up, throw the card up there, and just close it on out? It's a good question, Victoria. Good question. I'm glad you asked that. What'd you say, JR?
I said girl math.
Man, what you mean, man? This is a valid question. And like I said, if the $3 was nothing, then why don't you go ahead and slap your little Visa up there and pay the whole bill and call it a night? And both of y'all, you and your man, can walk up out of there. Why she ain't do that?
That would have been a boss move. That would have put her money where her mouth is. For her to talk all that, oh yeah, it ain't nothing. And if you pull out $5, he's pulling out $95 of the rest of the bill. You're pulling out the $5 to cover a drink. But you're the one walking away talking about how you acted like you big. That's a great Victoria. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, it's just like we can go ahead and put it to rest. Because like I said, I done seen dudes do that type of stuff all the time. Something going on, a young lady, she like, yeah, they done did some shady stuff. You like, man, slap the card up there, man, wrap this up, let's get up out of here. Like, so hey, it's like if you want to, you know what I'm saying, talk that boss talk, go ahead and slap your little card on up there, or slap your little cash up there and wrap it up. So yeah, that's a great question right there, Victoria. Let's see. Shout out to my guy Civil in the building. He said, I have no clue why the guy was looking for her after paying. Would have been a night ender regardless. Yeah, no, I think I would have wrapped it too, Civil. Because it says a lot. It says a lot about the young lady. So yeah, for sure. Let's see. Victoria says she had a good time. Why not? Yeah. No, I said she could have threw that card up there. You know what I'm saying? But we know how that go.
I would look for a
Let me
woman
come
who would
on back
want,
to the panel. You go ahead, Joe.
I would want a woman to, even if it's as small as $3, right, to protect my finances. Like that would be an indicator to me as a man. Even if to me, I say, oh, it's no big deal. I'm gonna pay it. I don't want to wait. I would want her to speak up and say, wait. We didn't have this dream. And she's protecting my finances. So I then know she's not looking to just spend or looking for me to just spend on silly things. Even if I could do it, I would want her to step up and say, nah, we're not going to do that. I'm like, damn. Even though I want to, I want to get the hell up out of here. It's whatever. $3. I'm probably gonna wait 5 minutes. That's not worth my time. No. Let's go ahead and take care of this. And I like Coco's idea, which I didn't even think about. That's an example of protecting a man's finances. Why not just give it to the waitress? Because that $3 is going to go to an establishment who's already making millions of dollars, probably already exploiting the workers. So give it to the waitress. Give it to the person who served the food, to the person in the back of the house who's making the food, not the establishment. You're giving them free money. They're already making enough money. So, and the workers are probably not being paid enough. So that's the woman I would want in my corner to say, well, let's do it first out of principle. Secondly, let's give it to the waitress if we're going to let them have it, turn around and give it to the woman, or just walk away with it. So, in a woman who's adamant about making it seem like that, especially if you as a man is paying for the entire bill, like that's just treacherous.
Yeah, no, it is wild. You know what? I'll say this. I'll say this. Actually, let me get this. I'm gonna mute you for a second, Joe. You got a little noise coming through, man. I'll mute you for a second. Actually, let me get this comment. Let's see. Victoria Williams said, he took the lead. She could have talked about that later. Communication problems. Yeah, no, definitely was a breakdown in the communication. She also says she's not making it to joint account status. Nope. Not at all. But you know what though? I'm glad you said this, Victoria. This is kind of where I was going with it. As I'm listening to this scenario, and I know the young lady is asking who's wrong and who's right. All I heard, or all I wanted to say to myself, was all I would have said to this young lady is just say you want to be the leader. Yeah, just say that. Yeah, just say, yo, you don't want to follow this dude. Yep, at the end of the day, from what I heard, my man was already handling the situation. So all you had to do is sit back and look cute. He was already handling the situation. He wasn't about to let the restaurant get over on him on no nonsense. I don't care if it's $3. I don't care if it's 50 cents. Yeah, but all you had to sit back and look cute. Let my man handle his business. Yeah, because see, this is the thing. All this picking and choosing we out here doing. I hear ladies all the time talking about they want a leader. They want a man to take charge. Yeah, they want this masculine man. It's like in this scenario, you got a man who's saying, okay, on principle, you're not about to hustle me. You're going to run me my little money back because we didn't sip on no $3 nothing. So you're going to go and get that up off the bill, and we're going to pay this bill, and we're going to go about our way. He didn't say he wasn't going to pay the bill. He didn't ask the young lady for no money on the bill. He didn't ask her for no tip and nothing else. He wanted his bill corrected. He was going to pay his bill and go home and enjoy the rest of his night. Yeah, so to the young lady who did in the scenario, just say you wanted to be the leader. Just say that. You just say you didn't want to follow this man's lead because at the end of the day, he had it handled. Yeah, but once again, with this picking and choosing, if you're going to try to call your little boss talk and throw your little 5 up there, whatever you call yourself doing, then ride that all the way on out and go ahead and put your credit card up there. Because I said, I want to sit back and call you big money. That's what I want to say. Go ahead, big money. You got it. Big grip. You got it. But see, you ain't want to do that though. You dropped that little 5 up there and you dipped up out the door to make sure you weren't gonna have to touch that bill. You real slick with it. I caught that. So yeah, man. Sometimes we gotta be honest, man. Just say you wanna call the shots, but you want to call them when it's convenient. Yeah, trust and believe. All that little $5 you threw up there, if it got ugly and it got rough, you wouldn't be trying to call no shots then. You'll be looking at him talking about what we gonna do. So yeah, we got to quit playing out here, man. Y'all got to be tired of these games we playing at this point. It's getting a little crazy. See, Kenyatta said, let's see, then why did she make a scene in the restaurant? That conversation could have been had in the car. Yeah, no, that's a fact. And that's why I said she want to lead. She want to be the leader when it's convenient. Well, I said she ain't want to see it all the way through, and I said throw that card up there. I'm glad Victoria said that. She ain't want to throw that card up there and go ahead and close the bill out, and both of them walk up out of there. So,
and what did she have to do that was so important? Where it saved her 5 minutes. If it took that much time for the waiter to go fix the bill, she didn't have no multi-million-dollar deal to go sign. Oh, I got to go make this, $1 billion on the line. This 5 minutes really makes a difference. So you couldn't. It's like your time is not that important to where you think you Jay-Z, you moving and shaking. I get why they would do it. Oh, yeah, I can see they overcharged me about $1,000. I got to go though, because I got to make the show. They're going to pay me $100,000 to do 5 minutes. So yeah, it makes sense for them not to. But what are you doing? That's so important to where you can't wait 5 minutes for the man who's taking care of everything to just handle it out of principle. And that's the way he wants to do things. It's nothing she made it work, right? In this scenario. She made it to where she was out of a potentially good man, not potentially, was a good man. And then you over $3. You lost the whole relationship over $3 because your principle or whatever misguided principles you think you had was more important than the principles that he had, which is actually more correct and aligned with what you should have followed, right? But that's just the warped mindset, right? So I don't know, man. The time is not that important.
Yeah. For me, it was one of them control moments, man. She wanted to control the situation. She wanted to dictate how it went. And like I said, it wasn't needed, man. Listen, my man had it taken care of. So to answer the young lady's question in the video, the young lady was wrong. Let me put it just like that. See, Civil said, let's see, Frugal would have been pulling out a coupon book. What he did was responsible. Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Great point.
I said, man, you handling the business, man. So I said, I can't be mad at the brother. See, Diamond said, I'm sure when she walked out, she called my man's broke. Oh, you already know. You already know she called him broke, even though he didn't put the whole bill up. You already know. Well, man, like I said, we wasn't going all night tonight, man. Good run, good conversation. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna take some clothes and we're gonna get on up out of here, man. I'm coming across the top and the bottom, and we gone. Coco, you want to say anything before we get out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. I mean, yeah, black people aren't y'all tired yet? Like, I think we've had enough of being like the butt of the joke everywhere. Like, and it's unfortunately because everyone else on the outside looking in, they know our power, they can see our potential, they know how smart we are, how strong we are, and all of those other things. The problem though is it's almost like they see the wasted potential. They see like the just the casting aside and misuse of the power that we possess and have. We don't even understand the strength in our unity and in our numbers and the type of impact that we can have as a community if we moved as a community. So I'm just tired. I'm tired of seeing our women get on the internet day after day after day, complaining about men and complaining about their situations and talking about how wonderful they are. I mean, just shut up and show us. Just show us. Because that is not what we're seeing. We're not seeing that. And I'm tired of men getting on this platform and bashing women and women don't do this and women don't do that and women. When at the end of the day, we're all out of order. Men are out of order. Women are out of order. No one is operating in their, God-given authority or power or talents or gifts. We're all out of order. So for me, it's just like, I get it. Like, we've been able to build a whole platform off of this. But I would rather we get ourselves together and we have to find something else to talk about. I'd rather that than us to have endless amounts of content because y'all get on the internet every day with the same foolishness. We never run out of content. Y'all keep us in content.
That's real. That's real. That's real right there. Appreciate that. Beatbox is on you, man.
Yeah, this is the topic. Are we all tired? I don't think so. I wish I was wrong, but I mean, the second video to the last one, I mean, for context, the bald black man that was coming up to women wasn't trying to talk to women to holler at them. Apparently, he was a professor in Atlanta, and he makes videos about how black women are strong and great people. And even he got strays. Bruh. So I can't remember his name. I think he does African American studies at a college in Atlanta. I can't remember, and I do apologize. But if he can't get women to be nice to him, what are we talking about? I mean, I don't know, man. That was unfortunate. And the women who actually knew him, like, I apologize. I'm like on TikTok. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you, professor. But I'm backtracking because men do this.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't think we're done yet. I'm gonna leave it at
that. Appreciate that closeout, man. Appreciate that closeout, man. That's it. Shout out Civil in the building. Shout out Civil in the building, man. Let me come down to JR. JR, it's on you, man. What you want to say before we get out of here, man?
Great conversation once again. But yeah, just gotta hope and pray. That we're just able to resolve this situation. I mean, Big Boxer was just talking behind the scene, and I was just saying to him, with what's happened, I knew he was gonna get over into America, right? And going back to your question, sorry, the topic. When's enough really? Because I thought that with the situation that happened here, it could have been a game changer for the community to actually sit down and have a conversation between both parties, because some outlandish things were said. Yes, some could have been true, but things need to be addressed instead of cancelling the guy off rip and not trying to resolve the situation. And that's not to say, hey, he shouldn't have consequences. He should. And I can't decide what that is going to be for him because, of course, that was his actions. But the conversation is not being had. We're just going to cancel the guy and then just move on. Nothing's going to be resolved because the conversation ain't being had. But like I said, it's been sitting in my head for the last, week or so, just sitting there, boy, that could have been a game changer. Somebody sit him down, a big, female public figure out here in the UK that's got a big voice, opinionated or not, sit him down and ask the real questions. Because if you're loud enough out here to say what you gotta say, then your apology needs to be understanding, because your apology is not going to be enough, but understanding is going to be your apology, and then moving forward, and that comes with a conversation. So like I said, hopefully we'll get there. Thank you.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that closeout. Joe, it's on you, man. Go ahead, man.
Are black people tired yet? Like, apparently not. they got a lot of gas in the tank, a lot more jet fuel in the engine. I guess they'll keep going until the the tire tracks roll off, and they have no choice but to change and do things a little differently. What catalyst has to take place before that change happens? You would think it was like COVID or something. Like that was almost like as close to the zombie apocalypse that we were going to get. And to some degree, there was some change, but it was temporary. It was like, okay, yeah, they things are different now. You know, black people are kind of getting their act together. People are kumbaya moment. But then the pandemic ended. People go back to their normal lives as if they forgot, and then back to normal programs. So it seems like they're just not tired yet. I'm just observing, even though I'm black myself, I observe outside looking in. I don't particularly have these issues that they say is out there. I mean, I'm out there in the real world. I don't see it, but that's just, I guess, the circles I run, the people I hang around, different. So maybe are they tired of themselves, right? They can get tired of other people, but you could be the person that people are tired of. So you need to probably check yourself, and work on yourself, and then you start hanging around different types of people, and now all of a sudden you're not asking these questions. Are black people tired yet? It's irrelevant to you. So again, I am more of an objective observer of the circumstances because I'm not around those circumstances. But what I was, it just seemed like, they got a lot of fight in them. They will go down blazing, guns are blazing, and to their own self destruction, which is unfortunate. And I don't know what that wake up call is going to be. At least when it comes to women, I don't know. Black women specifically, and the kind of attitude and the beatbox said that added context I had no idea about. I mean, like, wow, they was going on this whole tirade about this, but little did they know it was about a black professor. And they had to, they couldn't even apologize straight. Oh, well, we're not talking about you specifically, but black men who are like this. It's like, but you can't just apologize and just correct your wrongs, and you got to double down. You got to make excuses for your apology. Now it's not an apology. So I don't know. I don't know what if black people are tired yet, but I would say just not yet.
Okay. No, I appreciate that right there. Yeah, no, I would just say this, man, and we'll get out of here. Man, at some point, man, we got to do something different, man. We got to do something different, man. Like I said, the content is out here. The content is long. It's out here. Yeah, but I know folks have to be getting tired. And the reason why I say that is because I'm seeing people talking slightly different. Yeah, I'm seeing more ladies these days talking about, I'm looking for my man, my man, my man. I'm seeing more dudes talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my wife. I'm looking for this Proverbs 31 woman. Like I'm hearing people talking a little different. Yeah, but I think I think they are getting burned out. I think they are getting tired. But the piece that they keep overlooking is a lot of the issue is them. If it's not everybody else, it's not the people around you, it's not the people you meeting at the grocery store, it's not because he got a bald head, it's not because he pulled out $1,500 to try to help you out, like it's you. Yeah, but until you look at you first, yeah, you're gonna keep being tired. Yeah, because see, at the end of the day, if you sit down and really think about it, the reason you tired is because you keep trying to look past what's really going on. Yeah, the problem is you, but you looking left, you looking right, you looking over at this guy, that girl. It's you, bro. It's you, sis. It's you. That's what got you tired. Yeah, that neck spinning. That's what got you tired. Yeah, you can't keep avoiding it. It's going to wear you down at some point. You can't keep avoiding it. So, man, once again, until we start looking at ourselves first, man, yeah, we definitely gonna be tired out here. That's a fact. But, man, shout out to my panel, man. Shout out to Coco, Beatboxer, JR, Joe. Shout out to my guy Vince, who was on earlier, man. Appreciate y'all holding me down on the panel tonight, man. Shout out to everybody in the comments, man. Victoria, Donovan, Kenyatta, my guy Civil in the comments, man. Shout out to my troll from earlier. I appreciate you coming on here trolling. That tells me that we doing something right. Shout out to Brianna in the comments. Appreciate you joining us tonight on the show. I don't think I missed anybody. I think that's everybody. I just want to make sure I cover everybody. I'm scrolling through. But yeah, I think that's everybody. Shout out to the real one as well. But yeah, we appreciate y'all holding us down every Wednesday night, man. Let's say helping us, grow the platform, man, get some exposure, man. If y'all haven't already, man, smash that like button, smash that share. For all my YouTube folks, man, hit that notification bell so you know when we drop content. But man, this is Kandid Konvos, man. We do this show every Wednesday night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube and Facebook. So, man, definitely like, share, and subscribe. But with that being said, man, everybody have an awesome night. And we're going to catch y'all next Wednesday.